If you're a Pan-African and you really care about African growth, just watch this video.
Let's talk about countries taking on their own autonomy. You are on African soil, not for the first time, but this would be a good moment to ask about one of the countries that has taken its own autonomy, and that's Burkina Faso. Yeah. Your remarks recently at the Senate seem to suggest that he's diverting, General Traore, is diverting its 4 billion gold reserves to sustain his military rule rather than for public welfare. These remarks sparked widespread condemnation across the continent. What did you mean by that statement?
Let me speak to Burkina Faso's sovereignty. They maintain their sovereignty. They make their decisions how they use their resources. They make their decisions.
If you know that, then why are you complaining?
Who their resources go to for military support. That's their sovereign right. But my cautionary tale was just from a military perspective. That was a Senate Armed Services.
You are lying. You are doing it for your slave masters.
He asked me a direct question. Burkina Faso, a lot of great things going on to progress them forward. Okay? But then when you look at the military part of it, knowing that that's the epicenter of global terrorism, it was my time to illuminate that this is probably their weakest point, and there needs to be sufficient resources going towards for the whole fight of terrorism in that country, period. They make their decisions, though. That's their sovereignty, their sovereign right to make their decisions, what is appropriate, what's not. But I wanted to illuminate that it's going in the wrong direction now.
Who are you to decide for the people of Burkina Faso? Who are you?
ISIS is getting stronger. JNIM is getting...
Who created that ISIS? Not be you guys. Not be you Americans.
Stronger. Al-Qaeda in the lands of the Maghreb is getting stronger in that country.
And do you think it's getting stronger after General Traore took over?
It has. Just look at the numbers of attacks. It really has, since 2022. I've been tracking this since I took command. So, no ill will towards him, but the decisions is their own. They're looking for other ways to be able to, they're still on warfighting footing. It's just going to take more resources.
So you stand by that statement? Because there's been pressure on you to walk those statements back.
That's my statement. That's my assessment. That is getting worse. More needs to be done for not just local, but whole of country, because of these violent extremist organizations are seeking revenue, they're seeking resources.
You know what is painful? These people will come to your country, say that they want to help you to fight the bandit. But they are the same one creating this bandit. See what they have done in Libya. See Libya before. See Libya now. You see the difference? Who caused it? It's these people.
They're seeking recruiting from the Burkinabe people. And they're seeking refuge within their country.
Nobody seek refuge from you guys, you Americans. And no Burkina Faso, even single person from Burkina Faso seeking refuge from you guys. No.
And that threatens America's interest?
Yes.
Does that then threaten America's interests?
Yes.
I know, yeah, of course, because America would never come into your country when they, just like that, they just want to do something for you for free. No. They are coming there to steal.
Thank you for asking that. Because especially ISIS, and of course in in East Africa is inextricably linked all the way to ISIS West Africa, ISIS Sahel. And there's going to be probably a move afoot for them to move and seek refuge within the line. So we have shared objectives, and we offer to work together with the Burkina government and border countries. Mali, Niger, coastal West Africa countries, collective, because here's what these organizations do. Here's what these terrorist organizations do. They seek refuge in the seams or the borders of these countries and lets them thrive and grow, and lets them recruit, gain resources to carry on their illicit and nefarious activities against the populations of those people.
And what would America, perhaps AFRICOM, be prepared to do? Would you be considering an ouster like we saw with Muammar Gaddafi in Libya? Because there's still many Africans who are yet to recover from that. If this is a bigger threat, as you say, in Burkina Faso, what is AFRICOM prepared to do about it?
We do indications and warnings. There's a number of activities that we do, and I will just go ahead and mention building institutional capacity. There's not going to be U.S. boots on the ground. Very, very small for exchange of ideas and training, exercises. Over time, that builds institutional capacity and capability in these armies. There, AFRICOM, we are working towards a burden sharing and a burden shift for their independent operations. That's our goal. We have the shared objectives because these same terrorist groups can threaten our homeland. So we're in concert. I was just an African Lion over in Morocco.
One thing that these people don't get it, they think we, the young ones, we are like our old ones, you know what I'm saying? Now, the Africans, we are wise. Do you understand? We are wise nowadays. So you people, you Americans, you the Westerners, will never have chance to play with our mindset, you know what I'm saying? Now we are wiser.
A number of countries working together to be able to...
Is Burkina Faso invited here today for this conference?
Yes. Yes. They were invited to African Lion in Morocco. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like I said, we're moving forward.
Okay.
We're moving forward because we have that shared goal of defeating terrorism.
All right. Speaking of that, because the reaction out of the statements that you made about Burkina Faso were several African leaders feeling you are speaking on sovereignty issues that America shouldn't be. And as a result, there are those who see the role of Africa as less of a partner in, the war against, shared threats, as you mentioned, and more of a protector of Western or American economic interests that allows access to Africa's vast mineral resources, and as more of a paternalistic relationship than one of respect amongst peers. What would you respond to that? I
respond that there's others on the globe that do that. There's others on the globe that do that. I'm going to even bring it up. We should have even already know, okay? But I'm going to even bring that up.
Okay.
We respect the sovereignty. We respect their decisions. We respect their decisions of who they choose as a security partner. And then we measure the common denominator that's keeping these countries across the Sahel from progressing forward. In 2050, the largest workforce on the globe is going to come out of the country.
They will come into your country and they pretend like they want to help you fight bandits, fight Boko Haram, fight Al-Qaeda. But at the same time, they are not fighting them. They are the ones sponsor them, you know what I'm saying? They are the ones give them the guns. They are the ones give them everything to fight the government.